first step is getting Port's hands off of my body. To do that, I'm going to lift my hips. I'm going to come underneath in a circular motion to get his hands to the ground. Okay? The hip bump sweep is a timing sweep. Okay, a lot of times when his hands hit the ground, he's going to push back a little bit to get his base back, get his posture back. Okay, because he doesn't want to be leaned over me because I've got plenty of attacks from here. Okay, and it's going to be really hard to pass the guard if I'm able to hold him down. Okay, so his reaction might be to come back up. Might not, but if he does come back up and try to get his posture, I'm following him back up. And to do that, I'm going to use my right arm as a post. I'm going to get on my forearm, and my left hand is going to shoot over top of his shoulder. Okay? And as I do that, I'm opening my guard. I'm going from a closed guard to an open guard. To get even more height from my forearm, I'm going to get all the way up onto my hand. I'm looking to catch his tricep with my hand. And I'm going to shoot my hips forward. Most of my explosion is going to come from my left leg, okay, opposite of the tricep that I'm attacking. As I come up into his sternum, my right knee is going to drop to the ground. This acts as a block. My goal in the hip bump sweep isn't to take him straight back. It's actually to go 180 degrees. I'm going to be looking opposite of the direction I was facing when I was in guard. To help me break his post to the ground, I'm going to try to sweep this through. Again, my leg is there to block. I'm pulling him this way into the mount. And we know that I've done a pretty good job because I've still got his tricep. And I can come into the mount. If he does decide to posture back up, I'm following, posting on my right arm, coming up with my left arm, hitting him in the sternum with my hips. My left hand goes for his tricep. My right knee blocks. I take him over in a circular motion, 180 degrees. Any questions?
Are you bumping your hip? Is that why they call this the...
Yep, we are bumping the hip. The more explosive I am, the easier it's going to be to do. And so really drive off that left foot to come up into their chest, into their sternum. Everyone good? All right, 1, 2, 3. If you have a gi on, but we can still make it work for no gi. There are 3 parts to this trip takedown. The first thing we have to do before we even attempt the trip is to get them off balance. Okay, in Japanese that's called kazushi. So to do that, the first thing we're going to do is bring this elbow up. So part 1 is to bring this elbow up and use our collar tie here to bring them down. We want to get as much weight on this foot as possible. So step 1 is to bring this elbow up. Our hand is thumb up, right above the elbow on the tricep. And when we do that, we're going to bring their head down. To help us out, we're going to have our forearm against their chest. Okay, that's going to help us for a lot of these little trip takedowns, getting this against their chest. So the first step to breaking their posture is elbow up, head down, get all that weight on their front foot. Okay, if you're in a gi, sometimes you can hit this without even getting the foot block in there, just by really cranking in that way. The second thing we're going to do to help break that posture is we're going to take a step at an angle towards their foot. We're going to get slightly outside of it. So if you guys are looking this way, we're not going past it. It's just an angle so that their foot would be pointing towards the inside of ours. When we do that, that's going to help us to take a back step. That back step is going to fill some space and really put Port off balance in this case. Boom, boom. And see, I wasn't even blocking for the throw yet. So a lot of times we can get that just by boom. We're making him move. We're making him put weight on that foot. So step 1 is to break his posture with the elbow up, head down. So that's step one. Step two is taking the step, and as we do that, break that posture. And step three is going to be to put that foot out. And we're going to try to attack right at the ankle using the sole of our foot. We're not kicking it. We're just putting it there and taking it